problem. They really were last night. They were the story of the game, in my opinion. Stephen A., should this be James Harden's only chance at a title in Cleveland?
I don't. Well, I won't go that far. James Harden is too versatile of a talent to look at him and say, you know what, we don't need him. There's too many ways he can help a team over the stretch of an 82-game schedule. I am fully aware of his playoff flaws. No doubt about it, as Doggy will never hesitate to highlight. We know what he's done in Game 7s. I'm just looking at him, his last 5 Game 7s combined. He's got a 2-3 record. He's averaging only 14.6 points. He shoots 28% from the field and 17% from three-point range. For somebody as great as James Harden, that is just inexcusable. It is inexplicable. There's no way around it. But respectfully to the reporter, and I'm not going to call him out or anything like that. I respect my colleagues and contemporaries. That was an insulting question. I mean, do you think you can fix it? Do you think you can fix turnovers? I mean, come on now. It's James Harden now. See, that's where we get beside ourselves. We understand he's had his struggles, but to ask a future Hall of Famer like James Harden, do you think you can fix a turnover issue? Is a very insulting question. Of course, he can fix the damn turnover. Now, he might not be able to fix that three-point shot. Might not be able to fix the field goal shooter. But fix turnovers? Really? Somebody as experienced as him? Of course he can. But in the end, it's inexplicable. Game 7 against, in the last series against Orlando, he only took, against Toronto, he only took 9 shots in the Game 7. See, it's stuff like that really, really boggles the mind. But should James Harden be his only chance with the Cavs? No, because let me tell you something. He's done a good job for them for the most part this season. They are in the Eastern Conference semifinals, and he didn't completely wet the bed and stink up the joint. He still had assists. He still made sure he fed the big boys, the Allens, the Mobleys of the world, Donovan Mitchell. They could be better, but they have not been god-awful. So I'll give credit where credit is due in that regard. And I've always believed in Donovan Mitchell. I just do.
I don't have it right in front of me, but I will say, in terms of that reporter's question, I believe James Harden has the 5th most turnovers in the playoffs since he joined the league and since they started tracking that, I believe. So him turning the ball over in the postseason in moments that matters. Oh, here they are. Thank you for pulling that up for me. It matters. He has an issue correcting it.
Wait a minute, Shay.
Go ahead.
Look at who's number 1 and 2 on that list.
5, I was right.
So what I'm saying to you is that, of course, with the ball in their hands, the inordinate amount of times that it is, that would have something to do with it. Magic Johnson. Do you think Magic Johnson was asked that question? Can you help with the turnovers? Is Irvin Magic Johnson the greatest point guard in NBA history?
They were winning.
But the amount of time you have the ball in your hands plays a role in that, is all I'm saying.
100%. But if you're not winning the basketball game, we're going to look at the turnovers. Doggy, go ahead.
Well, listen, I think it's, I'm never a Harden fan. He played well scoring-wise in the fourth quarter last night, but sloppy. And I think you guys are way overrated with Donovan Mitchell. To me, I got to see him win some big games. He got killed by the Knicks. He didn't play in games against the Celtics. Last year, Indiana killed him. I mean, I had to go to Game 7 against Toronto without Ingram in a couple of those games. I'm going to calm down just a bit on Stephen's deal about Donovan Mitchell. The Detroit thing is interesting, because you got to give them credit on one hand. They're down 22 points, Game 6, Friday night in Orlando. Season's about to collapse. And Orlando had a lot to do with it, but they bounced back and figured out a way to win Game 7 easy. Now they got a little momentum, Detroit. They feel very good about themselves. And the Detroit Knicks series will be interesting, because they beat the Knicks 3 times in the regular year, if we get that far in a couple weeks.
Wendy.
This is a tie game with 5 minutes to go. The Cavs have Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and James Harden on the court. The Pistons have Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham on the court. And the Pistons stars outplayed the Cavs stars down the stretch. That's why it's 1-0, period. Secondly, over the last 6 games, the first 2 games of the playoffs, Donovan and James Harden were excellent. The last 6 games, they've lost 4 of them. They're both shooting 40%. They've got 51 turnovers combined. Donovan has like 10 or 12 free throws the whole time. Mitchell and Harden are not playing to the level that the Cavs need. Bottom line, end of story.
Yeah, it just felt like this game, from start to finish, I know it was a tie game in the fourth, but the Pistons just were more physical than them the entire game.
He does, and he's had so many of these tough nights. We've sat there and seen James have to deal with this. And one of the things I have come to like and respect about James Harden is he'll say this was on me. He's talked about unforced turnovers in this situation. A Detroit team that struggles to score, let's face it, and they get 31. Gifted 31 off those 20 turnovers. And so for that reason, I root for James Harden to have a better result when we get to May. because he's had some tough ones.
This is something that I literally just thought about like 5 seconds ago. Cleveland wanted this matchup.
Yeah.
When they had an opportunity to go in that top half of the bracket, because they wanted to avoid the eliminated Boston Celtics, they said, we'll play Detroit. You think J.B. Bickerstaff, former Cleveland Cavaliers coach, didn't put that on the bulletin board with those bunch of rabid dogs in there? And then you go and say they're not, they said also after a game, Detroit isn't in our class. You are giving them all of the bulletin board material when you don't need to. It's unnecessary.
Got to be more careful. Be more careful. Look,
What do you think, Monica?
The thing is, I look at this one, and let's just go with Jalen Jordan as an example for tonight, or for this conversation. The physicality that the Pistons had to clear from the Magic is not going to return in any remaining opponent. Now, should Cleveland have more offensive firepower? Yeah. But I'm thinking back to the closeout game in the first series for Cleveland where I'm praising Max Strus, who, don't get me wrong, I think is a tremendous role player, but I'm also looking at that box score getting out of Toronto like, well, wait, where's Donovan and where is James? And so to me, Cleveland has defenders that can make life difficult for them, and the physicality, they've proved that it's an issue.
Wendy was with us in hour number 1, and he pointed out in their last 6 playoff games now, since the Cavs went up 2-0 in their first-round playoff series, they're now 2-4 in their last 6 games, and they have gotten much less than you would expect out of the backcourt combination of Mitchell and Harden. Let's call it that. I mean, Harden obviously is the marquee star, but the reality is the star of this team is Donovan Mitchell. He's the one they're expecting to carry it with Harden there to act in support, and right now they're not getting it
They're
done.
not, and on that, though, they were in a really close game. Those numbers are crazy, the turnovers.
Yeah.
But on a night where they still managed to pull even, Jared Allen gets 2 points and 3 rebounds?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Really? No, that you can't have. You got too many accomplished players on the Cavaliers. They did this last year. To have these sort of, just sort of letdowns.
And Wilbon, you've seen it. I think when you compare Ant to MJ, like you're obviously one of the folks we respect the most when you say that. But the go take it. You got a bunch of nice guys. That's not how you win.
No.
Like it's cute during the regular season, but somebody has to turn it up on your teammates and on the opponent.
Great point, Monica.
So 3 out of the 4 home teams won game 1 of their respective series.